welcome to another episode of Life on the North Side. I'm Jen Miller with Compass Real Estate, and today I am interviewing Christina Basquez Trostel, who is the owner of Salon Ostara, and we're very excited to learn more about the salon. You recently, last 6-7 months, opened in the Highlands, Highlands, and learning more about your business and how it's going and what's going to be happening.
So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So let's just start out. Can you tell us a little bit about the salon?
Yep, Salon Ostara. We opened in September of 2022. So we are still getting staffing going and getting new clients, which we've been so lucky. The neighborhood has been really receptive. So, we'd love to keep that going, and we're heading into our busy season right now. So really, it's been great. It's been a labor of love, for sure, and a lifelong dream, so that's also great. And, Ostara, that name came from, Ostara is the goddess of spring.
Okay.
And I just love the whole idea around rebirth and renewal that comes with spring. And I think when people come to get their hair done, they feel renewed and a little reborn, and maybe like a better version of themselves, fresh start. So I'm also a spring baby, berries, and just loved all that tie-in.
Okay. And what kind of services do you guys offer here?
We're a full range hair salon, so we do everything from cutting to coloring, balayage and highlights and the whole 9 yards. We do hair extensions. So all the things that anybody could want for their hair. But we also have a certified physician assistant who is here a couple of times a month, and she does Botox. And we also host another business. She does permanent jewelry.
Oh, cool.
So she's here a couple of days a month as well.
Okay.
Also hosting pop-ups, trying to partner with other local businesses that their values sort of align the same with ours. Supporting women, supporting BIPOC communities, and helping them grow their platform and their base, and just it's a great sort of mutually beneficial thing to have them in our space, and then to get the word out for them as well.
That's fun.
It is really fun. We've had a couple of parties and open houses, so it's been a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. Utilizing the community.
Yes.
To do it together.
Yes.
Well, what made you decide to open this business?
I've been in the business for 23 years, so it felt like a natural evolution of my journey as a hairstylist. Unfortunately, I can't do this forever. My body will not let me do it forever. It's very difficult on the back and the joints and the shoulder. So it's the natural evolution is what it felt like.
Okay.
I feel like I've always wanted to be a business owner. I've always wanted to have the chance to do something also, mostly for other women. Our industry is full of a lot of amazing, powerful women. And so to offer a space for people to grow, to thrive, to be successful, and to be able to make a great living is really important to me.
That's very cool. I love that. So where are you originally from?
Denver, Colorado.
Born and raised. Well, that's nice. Hopefully that gives you a nice broad reach, to pull from to help with, too.
I think so. I think that, I grew up just south of here, not very far.
Okay.
I attended Denver Public High School, and, I went to college in state for a couple of years, and, I have cousins that live not too far, and I have an uncle who lives just off of Tennyson, and so, this is very much the place. This is I feel like I belong.
Yeah. Is that how you decided to choose this neighborhood, or?
I love this neighborhood. So I definitely started my career over off of 32nd, and then moved over to Cap Hill for a space of about 7 years. But I just wanted to be back on the north side. I missed it.
North side.
Yes.
Can't beat it.
The people are great. The families are great. I love the vibe here. It fits a little bit better also with me and the kind of clientele that I attract and the people that I have. So it felt very natural to come back.
That's cool. Very awesome. Well, what's something that a lot of people might not know about your business?
I think hairstylists are pretty much open books.
Very true.
So I don't know that there's any mystery surrounding, because we have such great relationships with our clients. So I think that there's not a lot. But I will say,
that's not a bad thing.
Probably the easiest part of my job is the actual hair.
Yeah.
So if there's
That's
any
fine.
like
people would
secret
probably think
reveal,
that's like the hard part.
that's kind of the easiest part. At least for the stage that I am in.
It should be hopefully by now, right?
Now, because everybody has a different sort of hair and head and face and the whole thing, like that can be for sure difficult, but like it's much more difficult to manage expectations.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, now as a salon owner, maybe personalities.
Do you, speaking of that, like, do you have an experience, the customer experience that you've gone through that you can, sticks with you and that you've had?
I used to do a lot of weddings.
Okay.
That was a really big deal for me for about 10 years.
Okay.
So
that's hard.
And have only recently stopped doing that. But I think the big takeaway for me, like even though there were some really amazing happenings and like instances with clients and just great memories, I think overall the best thing is that I have seen a lot of my clients from single days to married to children, sometimes divorce.
Right. Well,
I've been
see them
through my clients through their entire lives, and they've been with me through mine as well. You know, some are like, "Oh, how are your kids?"
Them as this person, and they've evolved.
Yeah. So there are several kind of small instances where I could say, "Oh, that was so." Wow, that was intense, or oh my God, that was amazing. But like, really for me, the one thing that's so amazing is getting to be a part of people's lives. That how special that is.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's very fun. So do you have some, I mean, you obviously have just opened a few months ago, so what are the goals for your, first official year?
Well, it's always the same as for most businesses, growth.
Yes.
Growth would be great. I think, we're just kind of waiting. The industry as a whole went through a really big tumultuous shift during COVID. I think a lot of people left the industry, so you've got a lot of veterans, and I think you've got a lot of newbies, and then not a whole lot of like kind of that middle in-between point.
Okay.
So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with that. A lot of people kind of made the switch to like solo salon suites, so my goal is to get a couple more renters in our salon, and then to start mentoring new client or new stylists out of school and helping those people
train
build.
Them the way you want to train them, not come in with bad habits.
Right. Well, that is nice. Yes. But, to help them grow and get a clientele and be successful.
Yeah. Well, what have you found so far is the hardest or most surprising part about owning your own business?
I think it's not a surprise, but definitely the hardest is like what it is for most working moms. Yeah. It's the mom, life, work, husband, family balance.
Does that exist?
No. That's a false narrative.
It is.
It's
it
like
is.
some
you
days.
Can't find balance.
No, some days some things get more attention and some days other things get more attention, and I've had to be really intentional about what gets my attention on any given moment.
Yeah, no, totally.
Moment to moment, and I didn't, and again, it wasn't surprising, but I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be as granular.
Right.
As it is.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well, what else do you like to do when you're not working?
I like doing anything associated with the arts.
Okay.
So I love going to theater performances, dancing performances, of like music.
Yeah.
Anything art and culture related, I love. I love to read. Like, currently I'm doing a lot of audiobooks because I drive a lot. So I've like just busted through so many books in the last
favorites that you've come to mind that I always like a good audiobook because I a lot too.
One of my favorites is The Gentleman in Moscow.
Oh, my dad keeps telling me to read that too.
It was glorious.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
it was a beautifully written book, so I love that.
I'll add it on there.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
It's still great.
Oh, good. I love that.
Lots of family time, family for sure, just hanging out with my kids and having fun.
That's awesome. Well, what's something that people might not know about you?
Yeah, again, it's a pretty open book. Sometimes it's hard to separate that for my clients. I know everything, but I think a funny one, like a little bit of Denver, cred, is that I used to work at Casa Bonita.
No, you did not.
I did.
There you go. That's a great one.
I was part of the little floor show, so I got like a pie in the face from the monkey and pushed into the water and the whole thing.
Do you get to get like first row,
I don't think so.
I feel like that should be part of it.
I did think about calling
Yes.
or writing on.
Like, how do I get into the
Yes.
VIP list here?
Yes, I've been in that wonderful pool, so that's kind of my funny little.
I love that.
Like
that's a good one.
Thing. That's a good one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Now, is there anything exciting that will be happening this summer that customers should know about, or?
Yeah, we tend to try to do something every month.
Okay.
So this month, because it's June, it's Pride Month. So we are giving a small bit of the proceeds from all of our retail sales during June to the Trevor Project.
Oh, cool.
And the Trevor Project, if anybody doesn't know, is about helping LGBTQ youth and creating a crisis line to help reduce the terrible amount of suicides that happens among that section of the population. So we're donating a part of our proceeds from retail, and there's a really great oil that Kerastas came out with also, and 100% of the proceeds from that are going to the Trevor Project.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, lots of things,
cool.
and we'll do something different for July and something else for August,
Okay.
maybe for back to school. So there's something every month, so check it out.
So now, what is the best way for people to keep up with that and to know, what's happening here and be in touch?
Probably Instagram.
Okay.
Probably just Salon Ostara is, our handle on Instagram. That's probably the best way.
And we'll add that to the video also, so that we'll make sure
Perfect.
everybody knows.
Yep. The website is great because you can connect to a couple of different things through the website, but really Instagram is probably the most up to date.
Okay. So news coming out, Instagram, bookings, all that kind of stuff, website.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really love learning more about your business, and I'm excited for you guys to be joining the neighborhood.
Thanks.
I am Jen Miller with Compass Real Estate again, and if you would ever like your business featured on one of these videos, feel free to please reach out, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you so much.